All right, guys, I know it's out there. There's some speculation that Ian Garry and Luque is off. It is true. It is. Ian Garry started with the flu that turned into pneumonia. So that fight is off and is not happening. It is true.
So Ian Garry just pulled out. I mean, people, did anybody see this coming? Like, I kind of raised my hand a little bit on that. I mean, man, Ian Garry. I mean, the problem is not Ian Garry pulling out. You know, sometimes at times, you know, I pulled out before a fight. You know, knowing that I had an injury and whatnot. But I think the fact that this thing festered, I think the fact that you know he brought his family involved, of saying this family's safety. And once you start triggering words like that, that stuff starts playing with your mind psychologically. You know, Dana just announced that Ian Garry had, you know, the flu, and then that flu turned into pneumonia. Because I tell you what, guys, people put this into consideration. What you think is how you feel, and how you feel is how you act. But at times, things like that tend to turn into sicknesses. So whether that's true or not, I'm not surprised. It's just a shame now, because knowing Ian Garry, could he come back from a deficit like this? If I'm a fighter and I'm getting ready to fight Ian Garry, man, I'd be pulling out all kinds of strings. I'd be bringing this stuff up and doing X, Y, and Z. But that's something that Ian Garry, and now apparently because he brought his family in, that they're going to have to kind of not necessarily live with, but deal with it. So that being said, I mean, Ian Garry is out. I'm not surprised. I mean, it sucks, dude. I'm actually cheering for him. I actually started becoming a fan of him due to that simple fact that he's people were talking about him, and I appreciate that. And I talk about all the time the storytelling. But in this situation, this storytelling here, for the benefit of Ian Garry, is not a good one.
Ian Garry is out. Where should we begin? I suppose this is the part where we all begin weighing in and say, like, you know, I told you so, and I knew he wouldn't show. I must tell you, it does appear to be very legitimate. He was at a hospital himself. He was not feeling well. And he has taken his child to the hospital right now, the ER. The child has the same symptoms that he had. That is the way that this is being told. I want to leave it at that. I've never felt right when other people discuss people's medical. And in this case, you know, I just mentioned a child, but that is the way that the story is told from Ian's camp. I tell that story, and I bring in the child out of respect to the story and to add support to the idea that there's something going on, some flu or something going around.
Fortunate news. So the fight is out. Unfortunately, Ian is, from what I know, he has some kind of illness. I don't know if he's in the hospital or how he is, but he's not gonna make it to the fight. So first of all, I wish, you know, the best recovery, speedy recovery for him, and, you know, the best for his family. And it's really unfortunate. You know, I was so ready for this fight. I've had a great training camp. You know, anybody that is, you know, that sees me in social media, sees a little bit of what I've been doing, they know how ready I am for this fight. Weight cut has been going so good. The easiest weight cut I've had, you know, in my career. I have all my team here supporting me. You know, a lot of guys came out for this fight. A lot of people supported me to come watch the fight as well. And unfortunately, it's not going to happen. It's out of my control. Everything that I could do, everything that I, you know, had control of, and my job, and really put my heart into this, I did. You know, I gave it my all. Unfortunately, we cannot really control everything. As I said, I wish the best. I wish recovery for Ian. Now it's time for me to rest. You know, I did have a hard training camp. I did. So guys, I saw that Kevin Holland wants to jump in to substitute for the fight Saturday night. And I want to tell you guys, I'm down. So Kevin, if you're really down to come here, let's do this. Let's mix it up. Let's get in that octagon and go to war. And hey, I'm willing to do 180, so we can do it at 180. And let's put on a show for all the crowd.